Been a while since I've done an update like this. Just Blu-ray, DVD, box sets, and everything. Um, a lot of it is going to be random stuff, but one box set that really surprised me when I found it. Um, it's just really a random cartoon. But anyways, let's begin with the first one. I think two of them are cartoons, but this one I've never heard of. Tales of the Night. For $5, man, you really cannot go wrong with this. Never really heard of it and all that. So, oh, original French audio track with English subtitles. Cool. Okay. Michelle Ocelot's ravishing animation and magical storytelling are a delight from start to finish. Um, for a lot of you people out there that don't know, I have a somewhat little small, start a big collection of uh, animation, and all that. It's pretty much outside my room. Like I have like a ton of like animated TV series. I still have some here around here. I mostly I'm an animated freak and all that. I love animation. I love cartoons. I love all sorts of different styles of cartoons. It could be okay. Make sure I don't do anything. Okay, yeah. It could be like Shaun the Sheep, where there's no dialogue and all that, just movement happening and all that. It could be claymation. It could be. I did talk about this many times in my videos, and if at least the two things I'd like to do in my life would be either be do puppeteering or claymation. CGI, I really do not care about it. To me, honestly, it looks fake. It just really, it's. I probably would like to use practical effects if I were to, I don't know, do a claymation type film. But there are certain things that you can do with practical effects, but a lot of things you can't not that you can't not do with practical effects and all that. Now you have to use CGI, but yeah. Never really heard of this, but it was released by Shout Factory. They're a little company, G Kids. So I do have a couple of releases from G Kids and all that. They're pretty good. The next one is I had the first one on Blu-ray Steelbook, so I decided to buy the sequel and the third one and all that. Don't think I've seen the other ones, but um, Mission Impossible 2. Um, I remember when was this film released? 2000. The Metallica, and it is on here. I Disappear by Metallica. Not Metallica's best, but um, yeah, it's pretty much honestly they sold out many years um, before doing this and all that. But their Black Album has to be probably one of my all-time favorite albums. So, but yeah, enough me talking about Metallica and all that. So, yeah, it's been years since I've seen Mission Impossible 2. I don't know if I own it on DVD, but I saw the third one and all that, and I needed to buy it. And it has a slipcover, which is really rare. Um, a lot of the rare places I can buy DVDs and Blu-rays, Giant Tiger, and I'm probably gonna call it the video my Giant Tiger haul because I didn't go to Walmart where I was half an hour from where I live and all that. Just basically mostly it's always the same crap. There's nothing really interesting. Interesting that they got and all that. So, but yeah, it's been many years since I've seen the films. So, just cannot wait to see the sequel and the original trilogy and all that. Before he did several other movies and all that. So yeah. The next one is a TV show. I don't know why this show just really caught my eye. For $10, you're an entire season for $10. Certainly here in Canada, they screw us over and over again with shipping and taxes and everything. But $10, man, for an entire season is really cheap. Joan of Arcadia, the complete first season. One series also that I wanted to get, but they only had the third and fourth season, was The Shield. I've actually started to watch it on Amazon Prime. It looks really interesting. I do have, I think, the first two seasons of Michael Chiklis. Is it Chiklis or whatever his name is and all that. The Commish is his original series years prior that he did the Commish and all that, which I do remember watching when I was a kid, which was amazing. Loved it. I hope to get the complete series one day, but yeah. But the Shield, the Shield is really interesting. It's mostly about a detective and all that, or whatsoever, detective, or I can't really, I haven't seen that many episodes to really say what the show's about, but it's about a corrupt cop and all that just really does shady things and everything. So looks really interesting. So a couple episodes I've seen. The next one is a movie we'll probably never see ever again released. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray of this. I don't even know if there's a Criterion of this, because Disney owns 20th Century Fox now, or Fox Studios now, because you can't call it 20th Century Fox. You have to call it 20th Century Studio. So, anyways, The Sun Also Rises. So, never really heard of this film. But I love 1950s films and all that. For many bristling book readers, the screen version of Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises had Better Be Good. It is. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I read it wrong, but yeah. Read the reviews. I read that it was pretty depressing and all that. So probably at some point I will watch it. But yeah, last but not least, a series I vaguely remember. But I do remember a lot of these cartoons back in the 80s. I was 6, 7, 8. Like Garfield. You had Garfield. You had Denver the Last Dinosaur. And you had TMNT, the original animated series and all that they did 2 years after the original comic was released and all that. Comics were released. So yeah. One thing that all these series pretty much have in common is they were all on CBS. CBS was amazing. And you had, like I showed you, Garfield and Friends, Ninja Turtles, and other cartoons and all that. And one that I remember was CBS Storytime. But this one right here, I don't really, I think I remember watching it, but I vaguely remember it. But The Adventures of Raggedy Ann and Andy, the complete collection. So I was, what? Something I never really knew was released. It was by CBS. CBS video. CBS DVD, which really surprised me. Jeez. 5 hours and 8 minutes. So, yeah, just really surprised me. All the classic episodes on 3 DVDs. I don't know how many episodes they did, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. Because one show that pretty much would end the entire cartoon day back when I was really young, was like I was talking about, was CBS Story Break. To be honest, I never really watched it, but I knew about it and everything. But it's one series that I wish that CBS could release one day on DVD. I don't know if they're ever going to release it, but if they released Raggedy Ann and Andy, that right there surprised me. They had 2 copies of it, so for $10, man, this is pretty amazing. Um, hey, they released the 1 year years. Excuse me. They released the 1 year years and all that. Who would have ever thought they would release the 1 year years? Who would have ever thought we would get a proper release of Denver, the Last Dinosaur? 50 episodes. This is pretty much outdated because it's mostly late 80s, early 90s type animation, and it really shows it's outdated so much. But there's 7 bonus cartoons in this, and a whole bunch of interviews and everything. So yeah, because I remember being a kid, man, back in the late 80s, early 90s. It was fun. It was fun, just really sitting there eating sugary cereal, getting hyped and everything, and watching freaking cartoons. Still, I'm doing it still. I'm 37, and I'm still fucking watching cartoons. But yeah, mostly the reason why I collect a lot of cartoons is for the love of hard time talking tonight. The love of animation. And I just really wanted to get a lot of the TV series and the animated series that I loved as a kid, and the ones that I've seen recently, like Adventure Time. Watched the entire series last year, and I just really fell in love with the series so much. The one series I really want to watch, but I don't know where to watch in Canada, is I think Infinity Train. I no clue where to watch it. But I do think we have Nickelodeon, but we don't have the on-demand Nickelodeon channel and everything. It's really ugh. If any Canadians out there do know where we can watch Infinity Train, I'd like to know, because I'd like to really watch that series. The pilot that they did many years ago just really intrigued me. A girl going on a train and all that, and all sorts of different stuff happening. Um, just seems really interesting, and it's to me, honestly, Cartoon Network, as for many years, has created some amazing animated series. Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and so many others. In the modern era of Disney, Disney Channel, everything, like Kim Possible in the early 2000s. And then, what was the other one? Damn it, I can't remember. The princess that pretty much jumps into another world and all that, and I know that the boy was called Marcus. I can't remember what the hell the name of the series was. Princess. I can't remember. I'm just really tired right now, so my brain's not functioning right. But yeah, anyways, It's pretty much what I have to show you, everybody. Just my little haul of goodies and all that I got from the amazing store called Giant Tiger. And the funny part is this fall, we're supposed to get a Giant Tiger in my hometown. So I do hope that at least every 2 weeks I go there and there's different DVDs and different goodies and everything, because I love going to Giant Tiger and just really going there, just seeing random stuff. Um, Giant Tiger reminds me of the old school Zellers and all that, or the later Zellers when you went there and you had some random DVDs in there. Probably one of my biggest finds uh, I've ever found, and like some random stuff and all that, has to be Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, um, with the poster and everything, and the box, collector's edition box and everything. Probably one of the best finds I've ever on I've actually ever seen. So, but there are a lot of amazing stuff that if I would have digged more, I probably would have found some some treasures and all that. And there's probably stuff that I didn't even talk about that I found in there. But yeah. Anyways, it's pretty much me trying to shut up and all that, and just for a lot of you people out there, enjoy the rest of your night.